Thank you for tuning in to the Payton Sullivan Halftime Show, sponsored by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Call Randall or Shane anytime at 940-889-3119 for your insurance needs. I'm your host, Payton Sullivan, and today we have the one and only Coach Fabila, better known as Coach Fobs. So, tell us, what's your first take on Seymour since you've been here?
You know, coming in, driving into town, it's a very nice town. It's green. We have some water, so that's a good thing. But now fast forward to where I'm at now, man, the community's very supportive. Our athletes, they work hard. And I just feel like it's a good fit right now. I'm 2 hours from Lubbock, so I'm 2 hours away from my kids, and so everything's on the up and up here for me with the you Samorians. Yeah.
Let's see. Tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you came from and all that.
All right. Well, so grew up in Brownfield, Texas. Was fortunate enough to coach in my hometown for about 6 years. Started out as an assistant, football, baseball, basketball. Did a little bit of everything there. Then was fortunate enough to coach girls softball, and Dwayne Tolliver gave me a shot, and I took advantage of it, and had some really good runs while we were playing. The best part of that, I think, is I got to coach my daughter in that process. So there was a lot of dad-daughter time, not always good moments, right? But not always bad. But loved the girls there. Still keep in touch with a lot of them girls that played for me up there. Then after that, went to Health Center. That was kind of a funny story. Jeff Smith calls me January 16th. Softball coach had a stroke. Baseball coach broke his ankle, and he needed a coach. So drove up there, coached baseball for him for a year. And then it's a good drive, about an hour and a half drive from Brownfield. So went to Tahoka and had some success there. Actually, my only year there, we were in the playoffs, and I actually scouted Seymour. And so we were fixing to play Seymour second round had I won. Of course, unfortunately, we didn't win. So there's a little background there with Coach Williams and his wife, and I didn't even know. But yeah, so that's about it, man. I mean, nothing much. Graduated from Wayland Baptist. Was 42 when I graduated, and I emphasize this to all student athletes: is it's never too late. It's never too late to get a jump on life and do what you love to do.
So I actually have a question of at 5 a.m. in the mornings when I'm walking into the field house and I'm tired, head down, and you walk up and you're right there screaming at me at 5 a.m. in the morning. How many cups of coffee do you drink in the morning?
That's funny, man. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. I take every day and try to live it to its fullest. I take life like this. Every morning I wake up, I get an opportunity to make my wrongs right for the next day. And if I can instill that in some of you guys and help you guys out along the way, I love the energy that I have. I love the energy Coach Lloyd has. And I think it's addictive. I think you guys feed off of that. I think we feed off of it, and I think we need it. So not any coffee, just pure love.
So speaking of the coaches, how do you feel with your new coaching staff you're with this year?
I think we have a well-rounded group of older and younger coaches. And me being the oldest, right? But I think the good mixture of having youth and having me, Lloyd, and Coach Williams as the older group, I think it works out really well. I think all of our younger coaches are really good. Castilleja and Redder and Selman, I think them guys are going to be legit. I think Selman will have a good year in baseball this year. Castilleja, man, he works his tail off. What he does for the football program goes unnoticed, but he does a really good job. And like I said, Coach Lloyd said it best. Coach Redder, man, he's he does everything, you know, and you guys don't see the behind the scenes, man. But if you did, you would appreciate that coach a lot more, man. And I'm not saying you don't, but Coach Redder, man, he's a dog, and I love him for that. He does a lot for us.
So now, bouncing over to the team, what do you think, like, your first impression of the team? What was the first thing you thought when you saw this?
So I didn't know where I was coming. I didn't even know where Seymour was at when I took the job. I just knew it was 2 hours closer to Lubbock rather than Liberal, Kansas. So when I come out here and I see you guys, I see your size, I see your speed. You know, I told Coach Williams, I said, I'm a fiery guy, but I'm probably going to take about 3 days before I actually start yelling. And that took about 30 minutes. Because I
thank you very long.
Yeah, because I saw so much potential in about 30 minutes. It wasn't unnoticed. And, you know, I just feel like if I don't come out and coach you as hard as I can every day, that I cheat you. And once student athletes and parents understand that aspect of me, I'm not going to cheat you. I'm going to give you my best every day. I expect the same in return.
Yeah. So I actually heard a story from one of the other players that you were sitting there one night and you had a dream about us.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I had talked to Coach Lloyd on a Thursday, and then I met with him and Mr. Anderson that evening in Lubbock, and that was my interview. And you know, I go home. I have a good feeling. I liked Coach Lloyd. I liked Mr. Anderson and what they had to say. I was still kind of torn between going college and being a college coach or actually accepting this. And, man, I lay down at night, man, and I had a dream. And all I remember was in my dream was I was standing next to Coach Lloyd, and we won a big ball game. And I called him immediately. It was like 8 in the morning. And I called him. I said, Coach, I said, man, I just had this dream. I said, this is nuts. I said, because I don't know anybody on this team. I don't know how good we are. I said, but Coach, I said, I have a feeling we're going to do something great this year. Yeah. And that's when he was like, so you're coming? And I said, yeah, Coach. And that's kind of what solidified it for me is like, you know, just knowing, you know, your heart's in it. But I think God led me more to this than any other answer I can give you, and I think that was like the premonition, right? Like hey Jeff, you need to be here, you know. And I told him the other day, I said, Coach, you remember that dream? And he looked at me, he started laughing. He said, yeah. And I said, that's this week, and I firmly believe that.
I pray you're right. So anything else? I mean, I can't really think of any questions right now.
You know, man, this is your radio show, man. You know, so
it's the first one.
Yeah, you know, it's your first. You know, I thought you were gonna hit me with some odd questions.
All right, I'll start to ask you some simple questions. What's your favorite color?
Red, man, red and black, man. The Texas Tech, come on.
Oh my God.
I mean, even though we got smoke last week, man, I'm still a Red Raider at heart, man.
We're gonna have to change that to
all my money goes there.
Maroon and white for A&M.
Oh, I mean, I don't hate A&M. I had a kid in Brownfield, Hunter Cudd. He actually graduated from Texas A&M, so I like A&M because Hunter Cudd, you know, he's one of my best linemen I ever had. He went there, so I can dig A&M.
So you speak on linemen. How are you connecting with us linemen? Because I feel like you rip us sometimes, and sometimes you are best friends.
Well, you know. I think here's the proper answer. Once again, if I cheat you and I don't give you my best, then what am I doing with you guys? You know, but I feel the same in that same aspect. You know, I think that our relationship has to be good in order for you guys to take what I give you. Yeah. You know, because it's not always positive. I mean, it's never negative, right? But so yeah, I mean, I think we have a wonderful relationship. I love all my dudes. I tell y'all that every day, you know, and that's the one thing that I try to do every day before we get off the field is I let you guys know how much I love you, and how much I want you guys to have a good day and conquer the day and win the day, you know. So I think that in itself speaks volumes for a bunch of you guys.
So I'm going a little deeper into questions here. What do you think your biggest role and specialty is that'll help this team?
Encouragement. I've been around for a little bit. Coach Williams and Coach Lloyd, they've been around for a while, and that we have younger coaches, right? And sometimes you can get caught up in that moment, coming into tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't win or lose us a district title. But if you relish the moment, it's not every week you get to play the number one team in the state either. You know what I'm saying? So it's a give or take deal. We want to inflict the pain. We want to be the team to come out and punch first. But I think what I do for you guys is more of the encouraging part of it. And what's happened is I've noticed that now receivers and running backs, they come and jack with me now, and it's a good thing, because I think they see the love that I give you guys, and it's not fake, you can spot a fake a mile away. I think you guys know I'm passionate about what I do. I'm in a box, and I think in Anson, I think the referees could hear me yelling. So
I think I heard you a few times on the side.
So yeah, man. But when you love what you do, man, like I said, my mother taught me a long time ago, rest her soul. When you love what you do, you're not working. And we have 16, 18-hour days here, and I love it. I love every minute of it, and I'm not going to cheat any of you. Yeah. Down to our junior highs, we give them all the love. We give them everything we give you guys, and whatever's left in the tank, man, is what we take home, So, but there ain't ever much left in Coach Fabila's tank,
So probably fixing to wrap things up here pretty quickly. Is there anything else you'd like to share to the people of Seymour or anyone watching?
Just come out and support. More than anything, come out and support the school, this community, these kids. It takes a village. And I really think what we're fixing to go through this year is going to solidify everything that I've said today. We're going to make a run. I have no doubt. How deep we go, I don't know. My family asked me when I was coming home, and I told them Christmas because I plan to be playing on Thanksgiving Day. And that's just me. But that's my expectation of you guys, So we'll see what happens, But if I am home on Thanksgiving, I'm not going to enjoy turkey, right? So, but yeah, man, for the community, man, you guys come out, support these kids, man. Support everything we do, from the PTO to the cheerleaders to the band to whatever we got in this community. Of course, the athletics, is a big part of it, but just come out and support, be a part of us, be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because this is only going to get bigger and better.
Yeah, I hope you're right about playing Thanksgiving. I really do. Thank you for tuning in to the Payton Sullivan Halftime Show, sponsored by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, and enjoy the rest of the game.